Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this one, we are going to be exploring the history of the Great British Racing Circuit, Brands Hatch. This track has seen countless races since its conception in the 1940s, and I just want to use this video to explore the grassroots beginnings of this beautiful circuit. So as I've just mentioned, the origins of this track can be traced all the way back to the 1940s. But like many British tracks, racing was interrupted during wartime for obvious reasons. But after the war, racing resumed almost instantly, which I think is amazing. Now, the layout of Brands Hatch we know today is actually quite a far cry from how the circuit kind of started. Many people refer to the layout of the circuit as a kidney bean, and I'll bring up a graphic on screen for you now, and you can kind of see why people would call it that. Back in those times, the racing was anti-clockwise, whereas today we know the circuit as, a clockwise circuit. Now, back in the very early days, the track started as some cycling grounds, and cycling grounds. It had dirt roads, and people went there to practice for their marathons and whatnot. I suppose when you lay out some dirt roads in these open fields as it was back then, it kind of provided prime real estate for cycling. The more people who used the track for cycling kind of attracted the next natural thing, which was motorcycles. And I guess from there, the rest is history. In the dawn of the 1950s, regular users of the track partnered with the owner to provide funding into infrastructure. And I guess one of the main things they wanted to do was pave the dirt road with tarmac. And this allowed the track to host venues for much higher powered vehicles, which, and for want of a better word, and excuse the pun here, paved the way for many, many races, which the track would hold in the future. Hello everyone, so you join me on the grid of Brands Hatch. Okay, so the car we're driving today is the Maserati 250F, the 2.5 litre V12 driven by Juan Manuel Fangio and Sterling Moss. Now, for those of you who are keen-eyed, you'll notice that this car was driven in the 1950s, 1954 or 5, and which means that the track we're driving actually predates this version of the car by at least 5 years. Um, as far as I'm concerned, they never actually raced at this configuration of the circuit, um, meaning the anti-clockwise version. And to add a bit more confusion to this, the version we have in Assetto Corsa is actually the reverse Indy layout, um, which means that we have Druid's Bend to account for. So here we are on the grid, we're waiting for 6 lights, clutch in first gear, let's build the revs, come on, let's go. And the race is underway at Brands Hatch. Now, I hope you'll forgive the kind of detail here, the fact that this circuit is tarmacked and we have Druid's Bend here, but this is all I could find online, and I'll link the race department page for where I got this reverse Brands Hatch mod. But this should give an idea of what the origins of the circuit was like. I mean, I've had the privilege of actually being here in real life. I went here to see the British Superbikes many, many years ago, and that is an experience I'll never forget. But obviously what we're trying to simulate here is far, far older than what we would have ever seen. So we're coming through Paddock Bend here, which in this scenario would be the last corner as we finish the lap. Finish the first lap of the Brands Hatch Grand Prix. 4th gear down the start and finish straight, and we'll get on the brakes nice and early. Brake before the start and finish. The AI like to be a bit funny in the braking zones here, as you can see a bit of dust kicking up there. Oh, this car is just so fun to drive. You have to be really careful on the throttle. You have to, apply the right amount of throttle pressure. So brake nice and early for Graham Hill's corner here. as we head up to Druids. Like I said before, this didn't exist in the anti-clockwise version of Brands Hatch, but I mean it's fun to drive in the sim. Can't really complain. Nice and steady on the exit here. Leave it in third gear as we head to the bottom of the hill, where the G-forces compress us most. Still got this silver car on our inside here. Let's see if he can race us down the start and finish. He seems to have quite a good top speed here. Try and outbrake him. No, he outbrakes us. I mean, the AI here, they have no concern for their you know, physical well-being, so we'll give them that. Now, from what I read online on the grand old site of Wikipedia, proper Grand Prix racing didn't arrive at Brands Hatch until the 1960s, and prior to that, as we lock up and kind of pump this guy off, sorry about that, mate. Yeah, prior to that, there was just kind of lower formula kind of single-seaters and motorcycle racing. That's where a lot of the drivers we knew in the 50s kind of made their start, you know. I'm sure if you look into it, you'll find a lot of names like Sterling Moss and Dan Gurney kind of making their start in Grand Prix racing here, you know, in the lower formulas, and they probably raced this circuit. As we kind of butcher second gear there as we come through clearways. I might do a follow-up video racing the normal Brands Hatch layout actually in 1960 Grand Prix cars, because I mean, you know, here we're racing mid-50s cars in a layout of the circuit which didn't really actually exist, but I mean the one we're trying to emulate here is kind of post Second World War, so very early on. I mean there wasn't even tarmac, you know. It was just dirt roads and gravel and whatnot, you know, proper mechanical racing there. Oh, keep it on the road, keep it on the road. Let's try and catch this pack ahead of us here. So yeah, like proper like 1960s Grand Prix racing, they are a completely different beast to the beasts we're driving here, and for very different and good reasons, you know. I mean, these cars here, they have drum brakes, really slim tyres. I mean, the wheelbase is nothing to laugh at either, you know. Makes it so that the car just gets really nervous on the throttle if you apply too much or whatever. I mean, the aero these cars had, or the lack thereof, means that, you know, racing can get really close, and you know, slipstreaming was kind of the name of the game here, and outbraking your opponents where you could see an opportunity. You kind of had to go for it, like we're doing right now. That was a kind of mixed match of the AI being slow. I say that as he does that and completely shows me up, but I mean, as you'll see here, they like to take their time coming into this corner, and we have to almost take evasive action. Sorry about the pump there, mate. And I'm not sure. I think this might be the leading pack here, so we might be challenging for a podium, if not a win here. I mean, as you can see in the mirrors there, they're all over us. Have to be really careful on the throttle here and in braking. Make sure not to lock up the rear tyres. Take it nice and easy into Druids here. I mean, the AI are doing the same, although he's got my inside there as we do a half lazy drift there. As we make our way through Paddock Bend. Get on the throttle, we're just keeping it planted and letting the steering wheel do its own thing there. We kind of have to. Otherwise, you know. Oh! Sorry, mate. That's not what I intended, but, you know, I said that the AI, they follow their own lines and follow their own rules, as I'm kind of making my own interpretations of where I think the car should go as well. second gear for Graham Hill's corner. And I think these are the leading two. So I mean, we make our way out of Druid's hairpin there, and I mean, like I've said previously, that version of the track, the one with Druids there, that didn't arrive until I think 1954. So yeah, prior to that, if I could have found a copy of the oh, oh, wow, as we get interrupted mid-sentence there with whatever that was. Yeah, let's see if we can challenge for the win here. I mean, these the leading two are in my reach here. As we try not to make contact, I mean, I want to make the move clean at least. Okay, on the brakes nice and early here. As we have a look to see where we can go. I think it's around the outside. That's what it is. Easy, easy. You really have to be careful there. I think he's having a look for the pass there. We have to close the door. Keep it in second gear for Druids. And we got the leading car here to contend with. Let's try and get a nice exit. Use the camber of the road here to help us turn in. No! I don't even know how many positions we lost there, but yeah, I don't know how that happened. I mean, I wanted to use the compression here to kind of slingshot our way out into this start and finish straight here, but the car just wasn't having it for whatever reason. Try and get the car turned in. Okay, so that was the last lap. And we could have had a win there, but we ended up in 9th place. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and yeah, I hope to do more videos like this in the future. So let me know if you like this one, and you know, any comments or questions you have, feel free to leave them, along with any suggestions you might have for future video ideas. And I just quickly wanted to extend my gratitude for 100 subscribers. I was delighted to see that, and yeah, thank you for that. Wanted to say another thank you to all the people who have stopped by my channel over the past few weeks. The spike in viewership has kind of taken me a bit by surprise, but that's just made me want to keep making more videos. So I guess for now I'll say take care, and I will see you all in the next video.